Let's go, baby. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we have our part 2 series of our $500 to 10K challenge. I'm doing this challenge with a fellow YouTuber known as Finance Finch. Go ahead and check out his channel, guys. Link below in the description. So today, we're going to give you an update on what happened, some lessons learned. But before we jump into it, guys, feel free to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and feel free to check out our Discord channel as well. Check the link below in the description for that as well, guys. Let's jump right into it. Let's talk about some things we learned through week 1 of this challenge. I personally learned a couple things this week, so did Finn. We're going to talk through that. So currently my account balance is sitting at about $481, okay? I didn't lose too much last week, but proportionately, again, it wasn't the most favorable thing. So I'm going to talk about the trade that I made this week, and I'm going to talk about lessons learned going right off the bat here. So last week, okay, from a high level, here's why I didn't do well. I put all my eggs in one basket, okay? You can see this trade right here that I executed. This is SSPK. I put in $448 of my 500, okay? Way too much. I put all my eggs in one basket. On top of that, I deviated from the plan, okay? I didn't stick to my watch list. I tried to catch a quick, short run. I saw that this stock was absolutely blowing up. I was trying to catch the wave. Didn't time it right, and that's part of why we're doing this video series, okay? I wanted to try some things. I wanted to kind of show you guys proof in the pudding of being too aggressive and not sticking to your plan and deviating from that plan can absolutely be detrimental to your account, and that's what happened to me. So fortunately, I didn't lose too much, right, in the grand scheme of things, but proportionate to the challenge, I would like to be above $500 right now. Part of what screwed me over too is that again, we're putting too many eggs in one basket. Once I executed that trade, I had too many funds that were unsettled. So once I screwed myself over, I couldn't really, make time to recover as well because my funds just did not transact back to me and I couldn't execute any more trades for the week. So with that being said, again, we're red. Now with that being said, I know a lot of the market was red last week, but that is not my excuse, right? My watch list next week is Palantir, Opti, Neo, AMC, Sens. I'm gonna have SOS on there just onto the side because I think it's ready to blow up soon, and then SQQQ. So the point I wanted to make is if the market's red next week, what I'm going to do is utilize this inverse ETF. That's why I have it on my watch list. SQQQ is something I like to trade if the market is detrimental. So this is kind of my fail-safe trading. My other ones that are on here, right? Palantir, Neo, for example, AMC. AMC is kind of a hype stock. Sens is a low cap, but I like Sens. I have fun with it, and SOS. So a lot of these trades that I'm picking, they look great fundamentally. I did some premature technical analyses on these, so I like the way they're set up. I kind of already have my plan in place for these, so I feel confident with that. Again, it's following the major confluences as well that I look for when I'm executing a trade, so I feel really good about these picks. But again, let's just stick to our plan next week. Let's see what happens, and then go from there. So Finn, man, how'd you do, Finn?
Yeah, so not the best week for my portfolio. So we suffered similar losses, same as 9 to 5. So our port is down a total of roughly $18, which equates to roughly 3.3% of the portfolio. Definitely not where I wanted this portfolio to be. And the reason for that is I put all my eggs in one basket, similar to 9 to 5. I entered the week on Monday and I put $490 into Neo when it was pretty much at the peak for the week. And then I sold half my position at the bottom. So this is kind of a great example of why you don't go into trades with no plan. So I entered with pretty much everything in my portfolio. I bought at the peak, I panicked, and I sold half because I was like, okay, I need to diversify more. So on Tuesday and Wednesday, I kind of crafted a more strategic approach to my trading. I traded a penny stock and traded it. I made $2, $3 on that. I only had $10 left, right, because my funds were settling. So that was insignificant, didn't really change the portfolio. But now I have five or six shares in Neo that I'm currently still holding. Let me check the rest of my portfolio. I have 5 or 6 shares in Neo that I'm currently still holding. I also have some shares in Zomedica. So I played Zomedica. I got in. Currently they're down 1.8% after hours, which is unfortunate. And CCIV I also entered. So I didn't enter at the most favorable times, but I think I have a decent average cost, so I think we could ride them out for the week. Currently I have $50 in cash, and with those $50, I plan on potentially playing some options on S&P 500. So for my watch list, the number one stock is SPY. Might be buying some puts or some calls next week with $50, playing the swings in the market. So SPY is my number one. stock for the week. Then number 2, Neo. I might be buying some more Neo stock if I see the price dip further down. I'm also going to be watching Jumia, the stock ticker being JMIA, and they are also known as like the African Amazon. I'm also going to be looking at Mara, MARA. They're in Bitcoin mining, and their price correlates with Bitcoin pretty well. So I see Bitcoin potentially going up, and this is a more safer approach to trading cryptocurrencies because it's not a one-for-one comparison, but relatively, if cryptocurrencies increase in value, Mara will also, and I do believe that crypto is the future, so potentially looking at Mara could be interesting. And I don't know if I'm saying this right, but Coupang is also another e-commerce website. It's the Korean e-commerce giant that had an IPO this week, and I might be potentially playing. And that wraps up my watch list. So those are my 5 picks for next week, and hopefully next week goes better. So 9 to 5. Do you have any other thoughts?
No, that's good, man. So again, guys, part of this challenge, right? We're stepping through it for you. We're jumping through the ringer. We want to show you guys what it's like to actually stock trade. It's not that straightforward, right? And me and Finn, we have decent experience. We've done this quite a bit, but it just goes to show, right? It's always a learning curve, right? I've been doing this for a while, but I still deviated from my plan. Well, how could you do that? Again, it's just part of the game. It's challenging. It's very challenging. Again, it's all part of the game. The stock market is challenging. If it was easy, everybody else would do it, okay? So we're trying to find success. We're just going to learn as we go. You got to walk before you run. You got to crawl before you walk. So that's all we have for today, guys. Again, check out the live stream we'll have right after this video where you guys can share some questions with us along the way in the challenge. Thanks again, guys. Let's get after it next week. Hopefully we do a little bit better, and happy trading.